Who wouldn't like to have a friendly encounter with a wild animal at least once in their lifetime? People are fascinated by the wild, often mostly infused or confused by a romantic idea of it, just like what we've seen in Disney-type movies, where people and animals end up living in peace and harmony, and everyone watching expects and receives a happy end. However, when the real meeting happens, most people react not in awe and joy. Most likely, the reaction will be that of fear and defense, even if our visitor is not even minding us. We just tend to try to run away from or exterminate all that is foreign and exotic to us at once. We do not stop to think that animals and people have shared this planet for a long time, and that it is more likely that wild animals were here even before us, and that they are constantly around us in spite of our failure to notice them. The purpose of this mini documentary is to inform and educate the public about the red fox and to protect them from human misunderstanding. According to most experts in red foxes, they are the most extended type of wild canid in the northern hemisphere. Therefore, the possibilities for encounters are very high. The red fox is also known as the cat-like canid, because foxes act more like a cat than a dog. They even have eye retinas that work and look like felines. Unlike other canids, foxes do not form packs. When they mature enough to hunt by themselves, at about 10 months, they will leave their parents and will try to establish their own territory. However, according to the experts, the foxes will come back to the same den to mate and raise their kids the following year if they survive. Usually, the expected span of life of the wild red fox is 3 years, with rare cases of up to 7 years. Foxes are highly adaptable. Red foxes are omnivore. That means they eat about everything there is available to them. They can even go totally vegetarian, and it has been reported that in occasions berries constitute 100% of their diet. Since they are so adaptable, they are also called opportunistic. This condition has helped them blend in all kinds of environments, including urban and suburban landscapes. One great example of this kind of adaptation happened in the United Kingdom, particularly in Bristol. Red foxes adapted to the large orchard gardens that proliferated there in Victorian times. Later, in the 1970s, people loved them so much that almost every household would leave food for the foxes outside of their homes. However, this British custom is not recommended in America, where red foxes are labeled by the public as a pest. But are they really a pest? Mostly in the rural areas, there is the belief that foxes eat fowl. According to our research literature on foxes, this is true of fowl left outside unprotected. A well-built covered coop is a perfect deterrent for the foxes. Also, all experts and literature agree that the foxes crossing a rural area will actually make the farmer a favor, since their main animal food source are mice, voles, and other small rodents and even insects. Experts also agree that most of the fowl casualties are probably caused by larger canids, such as coyotes and wolves. Foxes are the smallest of all wild dogs, and they even avoid confrontations with adult dogs and cats. This leads us to the second misconception about the red fox, this time in the suburban and urban context. Here, they are considered predators of dogs and cat pets. Red foxes can hunt kittens, especially feral and outside ones, but they are not a threat to adult cats. Foxes are really small, weighing from 6.6 to 30.8 pounds. They are usually 18 to 34 inches long, but they look bigger due to their bushy long tails that are normally 12 to 22 inches. Their long tails are used for balance when hunting for small rodents, insects, and some birds, if the chances are right. Remember, they are opportunistic. The red foxes that den at Northwest Missouri State University are what John Hadidian calls the bald fox. They are not afraid of people, so they carry on with their activities even in daylight. And when they encounter a person, instead of hiding, they simply keep on with their business. Some even seem to be following people, while they were probably just following their regular feeding paths. These paths just happen to be in the same paths that people take on campus. We definitely share our campus with the red foxes. What a person has to be aware of is that all wild animals can carry fleas, and foxes can carry also rabies and mange. Therefore, the best way to admire them is from a distance. So far, we have positively identified 3 individuals in our campus, 1 adult and 2 kids. The only time when foxes act as a pack is to raise their kids. From our observations, the kids are the ones that have more interaction with people and other university feral animals. They have been spotted hanging with the feral cat leaders in our nature trails. And since the food source has been plenty so far, they do not prey on these cats. Also, we have observed how the mama cats are very effective protecting their kittens when approached by the kids that immediately shy away from fear of the larger cats. Our most special moment with the kids was the night we decided to film them. One of the kids, the lighter one, got the closest to us, and at a given moment it allowed us to feed it at a very close range. After a very short moment of closeness, and just as it should be in the wild, the bald kid ran away to meet with its sibling that a few moments earlier had retired to their hidden den after foraging for insects around campus. We hope that after watching this mini documentary, you can appreciate and understand the beautiful red fox, and that the next time you see one of them at a distance, you may take some time of your busy day to see and enjoy a most amazing moment of nature.